You ready to fight? Ready.
So here's the two-time UFC welterweight title challenger, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. He has really taken striking to a whole new level in modern-day mixed martial arts. One of the best pure kickers and karate practitioners to ever grace this UFC octagon. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson back under the bright lights tonight. Well, that is as good a combination as we have seen from Lawler all night tonight, DC.
I mean, I love watching Robbie Lawler reinvent himself when he came into the UFC, become a new man, fight with a purpose, not only just to damage people, but also with the idea that he wanted to become the UFC champion. He did that and defended that belt multiple times with these types of skills that's on display tonight.
All right, early action here, and a nice hook by the boxer gets home on the kickboxer. This is exactly the range in which he wants to be fighting.
Yeah, because it limits the kickboxer, and the kickboxer has a very high guard. So if you're tight and you just pivot with the hook, it lands around that guard, and he does a lot of damage with it. Oh, that one landed, yep.
Crazy numbers, round one. Two minutes have ripped off the round one clock.
Beautiful job getting those hands up.
Wonderboy gets caught by the inside leg kick. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
Well, he's certainly keeping busy, DC, connecting with most of the punches he's thrown.
I mean, punches in bunches. He's doing a great job.
32 total strikes unofficially have landed for ruthless Robbie Lawler. Oh, big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he's trying to chase down everything. Oh, nice body shot.
Thompson's now dealing with a cheek cut. Keeping him honest with the jab. Slips the punch. Less than a minute to go in the round. Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. Well, he's had next to no answers for the body shots here tonight, and now some redness really starting to develop on that side.
We're starting to see the damage. We're starting to visibly see the effect that all these body strikes are taking on this guy. He's got to do something different, and he's got to be very careful because look for his opponent to go over the top now that he set him up.
Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Round two now, folks. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Robbie Lawler. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs. Both got the offense going. But now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Thompson's eye appears to be closing up by the second. Oh, and there is that ruthless Robbie Lawler right hand. You do not want to get hit with too many of those.
Nah, man, this is a dog. Robbie Lawler is a flat-out dog. A guy that's willing to fight anybody, protect his yard. I am a massive fan of ruthless Robbie Lawler.
All right, we call on the fight stats here. These numbers unofficial, but they are strong. 51 total strikes have now landed for Robbie Lawler. And the accuracy rate, 36% for him against Stephen Thompson. 3 minutes and change to go in round two. Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Try to establish that jab. All right, so the body attacks continue to be the story in this fight, and looking really bad at this point in time, DC. Toughness only goes so far.
And why do we have to rely on the toughness? I think right now we are in a position where the team has to start taking a look, where the official has to start taking a look, because sometimes you got to save the fighter from themselves.
All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be. And if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
Under a minute to go now in round two. Both guys appear to land there.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Oh, saved by the bell. The round is over. He got stunned by a massive shot just before the end of the round. So now he goes back to the stool.
You ready to fight? You ready? Do it.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Really nice defense there. Well, at this point, hard to blame him for headhunting, right? He has caused some significant swelling upstairs and continues to attack that area to great effect.
Absolutely. I mean, the guy has done a great job recognizing where he had an advantage, where he has an ability to separate himself from his opponent. He's done exactly that, and it's showing in his opponent's face with all that swelling.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
Nice 1-2 there. Well, you know he's tougher than I am, right? But this man has absorbed so much damage upstairs that I wouldn't be surprised to see the referee call in the doctor at some point.
Well, at some point, you got to take a look at him. He's so bruised. He's so battered. He's so swollen. And credit to his opponent for finding a route to victory and staying on that. He has dominated this fight.
75 total strikes unofficially have landed for ruthless Robbie Lawler. And landing with 31% accuracy tonight against Stephen Thompson. Lawler's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is starting to bleed a little bit now. Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Punch coming, it's blocked. Slip that one. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Let's go. We need to score that.
Well, not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been far more aggressive, a lot more pressure. Oh, he's really starting to light him up now. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this,
He needs to get on the bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Right back.
Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop the
You got
fight.
to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to...
All right, let us show you.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. Fourth round is underway. We'll see who has the upper hand here.
You feel it inside of the arena. The fighters feel it inside of the octagon. It's palpable. The energy is crazy because you understand that in the next 10 minutes, someone's going to get a belt strapped around their waist. It's amazing.
Oh, nice job to slip off the center line there. His head movement has been a huge, huge factor defensively in this fight.
You can never be a stationary target. So even if the feet aren't moving, you got to be ready to slip that head at a moment's notice.
Well, you see him cringing now as the body damage just continues to pile up. He hasn't made the adjustments, and I wouldn't even hate a stoppage here.
no, I wouldn't hate a stoppage here. This guy's been beat up. Like, he hasn't adjusted at all. This started at the very start of the fight, and it continued to the point now that it seems as though it's an eventuality that this fight will be stopped due to body damage. Tremendous game plan, and it worked perfectly.
Lawler's hook shot there looked pretty good, but blocked by the defense.
Go after the cut. Defend this.
Thompson's cheek is just leaking blood all over the octagon. That gash is absolutely terrible. Oh, how about the ankle pick there? Well, if the single leg, the double leg's not working, go deep into the well, and the ankle pick was there for him there.
Boy, you got to keep digging into that toolbox. He has so many different attacks. We saw that right now with that beautiful ankle pick.
Nice body shot there.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Lawler's able to protect the eye there with that block, so that is a nice adjustment. Oh, misses with the jab.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Oh, big diving punch lands up top.
This man is landing brutal ground and pound.